PC Police.
University slammed for vilifying teacher who showed footage of gender pronoun debate. Canada's Wilfrid Laurier University had to apologize this week when it was revealed that some of its staff went off the PC deep end. TA Lindsay Shepard was castigated by other faculty for showing a communication class 5 minutes of a televised debate that involved gender pronouns. That debate, aired on Canadian TV in 2016, involved firebrand Canadian professor Jordan Peterson. Peterson is a clinical psychologist, famous or infamous, depending on your PC leanings, for opposing the use of gender-neutral pronouns. During the meeting where she was reamed out by other faculty, Shepard opted for renegade mode with very unparagoned staff and secretly audio recorded the exchange. Then she leaked it to the media. A member of the university faculty can be heard on the recording telling Shepard that showing the class the gender pronoun debate was neutrally similar to playing a speech by Hitler. Shepard fired back, saying she just wanted the students to think independently, but seems like the uni wants something more Orwellian. Just by showing Peterson's debate, Shepard was accused of creating a toxic environment that could hurt trans students. But after the audio recording of that meeting leaked, it went viral, sparking widespread outrage of how the university treated Shepard. Unsurprisingly, the university very quickly and very publicly apologized to Shepard. To which she tweeted, "Moral of the story? A university must be repeatedly publicly shamed internationally in order to apologize." She added, "Also, make sure to secretly record all meetings or they won't take you seriously." Stay tuned for more on Canada.
Toronto man may do 6 months hard time for calling out feminists online. Did you ever think you'd go to jail for disagreeing with someone online? Toronto man Gregory Allen Elliott certainly didn't. In 2012, the independent graphics artist got into a rather unpleasant Twitter exchange with 2 leading Canadian feminist activists that ended with him getting thrown in jail. It all began when Stephanie Guthrie, Heather Riley, and Paisley Ray began publicly shaming the designer of an online game that allowed users to punch prominent video game critic Anita Sarkeesian in the face in 2012. Ray later backed out. Breitbart reports that she maintained a friendly relationship with Detective Jeff Bongild, the officer in charge of Elliott's case. Twitter archives appear to confirm this. Guthrie reportedly tweeted that she wanted the designer's hatred on the internet to impact his real-life experiences. Elliott disagreed, saying the women's online shaming was every bit as vicious as the face punch game. This Twitter back and forth continued, with Elliott calling them out with the hashtag fascist feminists on their posts. Riley testified that she feared Elliott would confront her in real life. The National Post reports the women even met up to discuss how Elliott could be publicly shamed on the web, including the idea of getting someone to pose as a 13-year-old claiming Elliott was a pedophile. Now, did he threaten violence and physically harass or cajole these people? Not exactly. He was really rude and a bit of a dick. He spent 3 days behind bars for essentially calling out leaders of a Twitter mob on their BS. What's worse is that the Canadian justice system stripped him of his rights to use the internet, basically depriving him of his ability to earn an income. And in this day and age, that's friggin' terrifying. Fast forward 3 years to 2015, and his family have set up a fundraising campaign to get the cash necessary for his legal fees. The case, originally set to last 5 days, has transformed into a 3-year battle, and if found guilty, Elliott could spend 6 months in jail for criminal harassment. The fact that a court in Canada even took up this case as a criminal trial has terrifying implications for freedom of speech in the country. If you offend someone online, you could face criminal harassment charges. A concept like that is ripe for abuse.
Model's eyeball inking goes dreadfully wrong. Meet Kat Gallinger. She's a 24-year-old model from Ottawa, Canada. As you can tell from these photos, she's a fan of getting inked. Recently, she was convinced by a tattoo artist to try something a bit more extreme, in the form of a purple eye tattoo. But that procedure went oh so horribly wrong. It went so bad that the infected eye began seeping purple ink. Immediately after the botched inking, Kat went to hospital. There, she was put on a course of antibiotics, but they caused the eye to swell and become completely shut. Next, docs tried steroid treatment, but they made the infection clump. And chances are Kat's now going to have some sort of permanent vision damage. She shared her story because she doesn't want others to suffer the same fate. The procedure's creator, Luna Cobra, inked his first eyeball tattoo 10 years ago and filmed it. He says this inspired many unqualified copycats around the globe. Cobra told Newsweek this happens all the time all over the world. He's trying to get it banned.
Man who flew balloon chair over Calgary fined for stunt. Buckled in by a dream and tied to 120 helium balloons, then 26-year-old Daniel Boria dared to ask the age-old question, how high can one man fly? Well, turns out about 14,000 feet in that contraption. On July 5th of 2015, Boria hopped into his green lawn chair and let the rainbow-colored industrial-sized balloons carry him up, up, and away. It looked like something out of a movie, and in this case, it actually was. Boria's idea was inspired by Disney and Pixar's animated film, Up. Boria flew so high, he claims to have seen a Boeing 747 pass underneath him. A frightening thought, considering air traffic control found out about the stunt the same way everyone else on the ground did. Yikes! Boria originally had plans of parachuting into the Calgary Stampede chuck wagon races, but admits he wasn't strapped into his personal flying machine very securely. So, when the untamable wind started blowing him off course, Boria decided to bail out early, just to be safe. He expected a soft landing, but awaiting him on the ground were the flashing blue and red lights of authorities waiting to arrest him. On March 17th, at his sentencing hearing, a judge called Boria's stunt unconscionably stupid and handed out a $5,000 fine, with an extra $1,500 tacked on for a victim impact fee. He's also been ordered to donate $20,000 to a local veterans food bank. Considering the stunt ran him about $10,000 to execute and was partially a marketing gimmick to promote his cleaning company, it may have actually paid off, and at the very least, left him with the thrill ride of a lifetime. What's next for the balloonatic? Believe it or not, his eyes are staring even higher in the sky, with a mission plan to take his lawn chair to space, roughly 140,000 feet up. Talk about tasting rare air. This guy's nuts!